Hello guys, it's Insane Dragon HD here, and welcome to episode 47 of my Pokemon Firered Nuzlocke. In the last episode, what happened is we defeated Giovanni, the gym leader, and got the Earth Badge. In this episode, we'll be doing Victory Road in its entirety. So before you watch this video, please note that it is an hour long, meaning that it's not going to be ending anytime soon, and you guys are going to be sitting here for a while listening to me talk. Now, I have been thinking about what I wanted to do for 200 subscribers since it is almost there. I'm almost at 200, so I was thinking about what I wanted to do. And I was going to let you guys decide. Do you want me to do a NU tourney, or would you rather have me do like PS Live and then like you guys can like vote? You guys can leave Q&A and I'll answer it then. It won't be live, but it'll be answering Q&A at least. If I ever get the live option, then streaming option, yes, I might actually do live streams and stuff like that. Or I might just do it on like twitch.com or something if I can set that up. Don't exactly know how, but I can do live Q&As that way. Which would be really nice, because then you guys would be able to see live footage from me, considering I was actually planning on doing a live Zelda stream. Because honestly, as you guys know, Link Between Worlds is coming out. And I was thinking I should see how many Zelda games I can get through in only 24 hours. And that means that it will include every single game, starting from the first one, going to the last one. Except it won't be including the, like, Tingle's Rosy Red Rupee Land, which is a really weird Japanese game for the DS. And you play as Tingle, and you basically have an uncle named Uncle Rupee, which is really weird because my uncle, obviously he's not made of money. I'm not sure about this Uncle Rupee. Pretty sure Uncle Rupee's made of money, which means that Tingle's gonna spend him really, really fast, which is gonna suck for him because then he's gonna end up spending his uncle, and what's gonna happen after that is he's gonna be like, I sold my uncle for 50 rupees. How much did you sell your uncle for, Link? I sold my uncle for, I think about 75 rupees. Oh, you cheated me. Now I must defeat you with fairy magic. I don't really know. I'm just making up stupid role plays like I always do. And one of the things I was actually thinking about is if we're going to do the NU tourney, we're going to need at least 32 people. Not going to have a short, like, 8-person NU tourney. That sucks. That's horrible. I want an actual one that's actually going to seem like, it's a fairly long tourney, and people will actually play it. If it's like 6 people, I will just wait to hold it until people show up. Seriously, there's going to be 200 of you. That means at least 32 of you can sign up and have an NU battle, which would be nice because NU is my favorite tier, and as you guys know, NU is my favorite tier. And I like to play NU. I don't like OU, although some of my favorite Pokemon are in OU, like not Typhlosion. Oh my God, Oh my God, Dragonite. I don't know why I'm saying for starters. Apparently, I'm stupid and I think that Dragonite looks like a Charizard. And now he's all of a sudden Charizard and Typhlosion. Which is weird because I don't want to say that. And I don't really know. This commentary, I don't know. It's going to be okay at least because it's an hour long and I have nothing to do. It's nothing to do. Nothing to do. I'm not gonna sing now. I don't really know. So we're gonna go for the wing attack on his Venusaur, and that's gonna do a lot of damage. Surprisingly, that is gonna do a lot of damage. But then he's gonna spam the synthesis. My computer's freezing, so I will not know what's going on. So I'm just gonna talk about whatever I am thinking about at the moment, which it means this might change for a while. So, I'm going to start with something that's going to be pretty long, something that takes a while to talk about, which is, I was in Pokemon Showdown, and on the main chat, they were having a gen debate. First of all, for those of you who are gen debaters, I hate gen debaters. I don't like the fact that people have to debate that, oh, 3rd gen is better than 1st gen, or First gen is better than all the other gens. The point is if you like Pokemon, nobody cares. I mean, I like all the generations. All the generations have their goods and their bads. Like, first generation's bad is that speed equaled a critical hit, which was not very good because in the reference to that, I mean, today's game say Alakazam could hit pretty hard because of its really high speed. That also means that Rapidash could hit hard. Pokemon that were fast could hit hard. Crits were imminent. That's why Pokemon like Eggy and sorry about that, and Wigglytuff and were UU and OU, because of the fact that there actually was speed equals crit. Counter is really the only move you want to run on Wigglytuff, since Wigglytuff actually sucks, and the only thing it's good about is counter. As we all know, Wigglytuff actually does not have that great of a move pool. It's not that great of a Pokemon. It's still D rank. Even in PU, it's still bad. If they make a Pinkmon tier, then yes, Wigglytuff might become a threat. You gotta know that there might be a Pinkmon tier, which means all the Pokemon that are pink are allowed. And you have an S rank pink, which is gonna make Wigglytuff. Okay? Because the sad thing is, Smogon's gonna keep creating tiers until eventually Pachirisu becomes an S rank threat in the tier that it's in. That's where Smogon's going. I'd say that they're going to make every single tier till there is Pachirisu in a viable tier where it's the biggest threat out there. To be honest, I battled a Pachirisu once, and it was pretty bad. Considering I beat the Pachirisu pretty fast, considering you can beat Pachirisu easy with, you can even kill it with Primate using a non-super effective move. I think it has better bulk than Pikachu, though, which is kind of surprising, because Pikachu can't live a hit, but Pachirisu can. Which means Pachirisu is the better rodent, even though I hate Pikachu. I hate Pachirisu. I really don't like any of them. The only rodent Pokemon I actually like are probably Lanoon and Firered. I like those Pokemon a lot. Especially with the Lanoon, you can run the Belly Drum set, which means basically you run Belly Drum, and then basically you have extreme speed, but if you have a Pokemon like Haunter, your team is completely shut down, which is not very good, because honestly, Lanoon's a pretty good Pokemon, except I think it's PU. I really don't remember. It might be NU. I don't really know. PU is not an official tier yet, although I hope it does not become an official tier, because then they'll say, oh, those Pokemon are outclassed in NU, or oh, those Pokemon are outclassed in PU, and all that crap. Because as you know, that happens with all Smogon tiers. And that's exactly why I don't like OU, because in OU you use the same cores, the same sand, the same rain, the same Pokemon every single time. There's only one Pokemon that knows Drizzle in the OU tier. There's only one Pokemon that knows that has the Drought ability. You can't try Manual Rain like you can in NU, because Manual Rain is really fun to use, because you have 5 turns to do whatever you can to your opponent, which makes it more interesting. Sorry about that, my voice is acting up for whatever dumb reason. I mean, seriously, why does my voice have to act up when I'm recording? It's annoying. I mean, seriously, body, don't you know that I'm recording a video and that I really can't do that? So, yeah, we're battling this Growlithe right now as my computer's freezing. But back to the tier thing. I don't really want there to be more tiers than there already is, because that means they're going to say Pokemon are outclassed in NU and all that crap. And the next thing you know, you might see a threat. You might see a Behem. Behem's an S-rank threat in the PU tier. So I don't get why that thing is PU at all, considering that thing can do a lot of damage, especially with the analytic boosted psychic. Oh, and sorry for not cutting this out. Basically, we get to see, for those who don't watch this, we get to see this until post-game, where we will find the legendaries and stuff like that. You basically get to see Sucker go through the evolution phase, but she doesn't evolve, which really sucks, because Won't be able to evolve her until after game, which is really going to suck because realistically, after game, there's not that much to do. There's like, oh, you have to fight the Elite Four. Oh, you have to you have to go to the Stevie Islands, Seafoam Islands. You have to do all that crap. Basically, just going to catch every legendary that's not event. If it's an event legendary, you'll have to tell me how to get it, and I will try my best to do that. But realistically, I don't want to try any event legendaries because I might screw up the game that way. Which would not be good because then, oh god, you got a screwed up game. What are you going to do with it? I don't really know what I would do with a screwed up game. Probably sell it to eBay. eBay. Sell it to eBay. I don't really know. Because kids, I learned that if you sell things to eBay, you can get some nice stuff. I mean, like, I have a big white van, and you guys should, come see it, because that's where I commentate my YouTube videos, and I'll stop now. Oh my god, I hope I don't get reported for being a pedophile who drives in a white van and makes videos. That would be kind of creepy if it actually was that. Could you guys imagine if I was actually some pedophile who's 80 years old, 50 years old, recording videos in his van and luring kids over by playing Pokemon and stuff and trying to take over the world with a YouTube account? I'm gonna take over the world with my YouTube account. Mwahahaha. Mwahahaha. No. No, guys, I don't want the whole world, because what would I do with the whole world? Probably turn it into a Pokemon paradise, and those of you who do not like Pokemon will be executed immediately, because I would not let you live. Meaning that if you didn't like Pokemon in my world, you'd be screwed. Meaning that basically you would have to pretend to like it, or at least, or die. Or like it and enjoy the life, and then have a good time. Which honestly, I'm not going to be the best leader. Probably going to force the whole country, make the national sport, VGC Nationals, change all games to where they're only Pokemon related, and you're only allowed to play Pokemon, and if you're caught playing anything else, you'll be thrown in jail for 10,000 years. I don't really know. I guess I'm kind of a bad guy, and I can be kind of serious sometimes, considering the fact that I get mad easily, but I don't actually beat people up, which is surprising, because I haven't gotten a fight in my entire life. For those of you who don't know, I did almost get into a fight 2 times last year, but I never actually fought. All I did was sit there like an idiot and get beat up, which I shouldn't have done. I should have at least punched back, but the guy I was against, I knew I was exactly going to lose it, because if I tried to fight him, then bad things would happen, and then as you guys know, I would probably get suspended, and then get in trouble, and then probably all this other crap that happens when I'm suspended, which means being suspended for 10 days means 10 days of non-stop work for me. Like my parents don't say, oh yeah, you get this taken away. They say, oh, you have to do 10 hours of blah 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 blah, and you have to do it in blah 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 blah. Which I was only suspended for 1 day, and they acted that way. I don't know how they would act if I was suspended for 10 days, which would be crazy, because I know people that have been suspended long times, and they're like, fine with it, and their parents are like, I don't care, whatever, don't do it again. But then, what ends up happening is they are the people that end up getting expelled for like having drugs in school and all this other crap, which isn't good, kids. For those of you who are watching this video that are under the age of 13, don't do drugs. I'm pretty sure most of you watching this are actually over that age, or at least around my age, because that's what I'm trying to target as, most of my age, because really, I'm not trying to target the younger viewers. Because I know Maryland tries to do that. He tries to target to everyone. I'm trying to target the people that are at least 13 or older. Because I at least want to be able to make some jokes that you guys can understand. So here we are at so here is the gates. And as you can see, we're passing the badges. In the original games, I think there was a badge you could actually skip. Meaning that you could come here with only like 7 badges, which would be pretty nice, but honestly, you're going to end up having to get all the badges anyway to commence the story, so you're pretty much don't get badges, you're not coming here. And these guys, what these guys will do is they'll ask you, they'll prevent you from even going past without the badge. Because honestly, it would be pretty cheap if they had 8 badges and you didn't need all 8 badges. I really liked black, white 2s with the little gates that would check if you had a certain badge and stuff. That was pretty cool, and I kind of like that, and they should do that again. Realistically, there's also then there was Black White's Victory Road, which was these guys with doors and stuff, and it said, and they would say, "Oh, you have the insect badge. Oh, you have the hive badge." I'm pretty sure it's the insect badge, hive badge. I don't really know what badge it is. I'm not the biggest fan of Berg anyway. You ask me, Berg is an okay guy. He's an okay gym leader. He's kind of cool, but has kind of bad sides to him, like the way he dresses and that thing he has over his cock, which is really bad because I don't want to see some guy wearing a butterfly thing on his cock. That's gross. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, you're wearing it. No. I mean his crotch area. I'm not gonna say that because honestly, those of you who are watching, because some guys' parents might see this and say, "Oh my God, OMG, he mentioned the word cock. We better report him to the police and throw him in jail." Oh my God. Then I start hearing, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? No, that's not gonna happen. I'll probably just not be able to upload for you guys anymore. But then again, as you know, I have scams, and I'll probably create another YouTube account and then have that as my secondary thing. Because once you can get banned from YouTube and still create a YouTube account, which is kind of strange because YouTube doesn't work the way like other places do. Like other places, if you create another account, you can get banned for it after you've been banned. Like Serbian Internet Forums, you get banned if you make another account. Smogon, I don't really know. I think Smogon's the same policy. You just need to inform them if you are changing, which is nice to know. So the first Pokemon we're going to run into is an Arbok. And Arbok, this thing is seriously underrated. I mean, this thing should not be PU. This thing should be NU. I mean, seriously, this thing is underrated. Because what Arbok does is Arbok sets up the coil a couple times, and eventually after 3 coils, you have +3 defense, +3 attack, and +3 accuracy, meaning that Gunk Shot is guaranteed to hit every single time. So I don't get why this thing is PU. I'm pretty sure because it has common weaknesses to ground and psychic, which there's Gardevoir and Jinx, Seismitoad, Golem, Armaldo I think learns Earthquake too. Pretty much any ground type move pretty much spells the end for Arbok. Unless of course you're running a different set, and I think there's a specially defensive Arbok, but I don't quite remember if there was a specially defensive Arbok set. I think there is. I'm not sure exactly what they run, because I've never used an Arbok before, so for those of you, no, never mind. I have used an Arbok once in NU. But it was in a bad NU team that I spent like 5 minutes creating. I used to be kind of like MBZ in the regard I would throw stuff together, but I didn't get lucky like he did. I was pretty bad at it. That's why I don't watch MBZ's NU battles, because all he does is find stuff in his box and throw it together, which that's not a good NU battle. Let's just, hey, let's screw around and have an NU match with a thing that's not even a team. I mean, you can take the extra minute to the extra hours, the extra 5 minutes to think about your team, assemble it, and then with Pokegen, send it to your PC, and then get the team from there. Which I do have a Gen Pokemon team. Saying I found out Gen is actually more convenient than doing it the hard way, which is breeding for IVs, training, all that crap. That's kind of hard to do because honestly, in competitive Pokemon, you need EVs, and when you don't have a certain amount of EVs, then honestly, you're going to have to wait. And no, I'm not talking about the Pokemon EV. If you had like 100 EVs, that'd be a problem because we don't want 100 EVs here. We want you guys to have 1 EV each, and that's about it. Because honestly, I could imagine 100 Eevees. That'd be a lot of Eevees. Because, I mean, seriously, you would have, like, 100 Pokemon to give Pokemon food to, which would be crazy. And then you would have to worry about, like, making sure each one evolved and all that crap. So you possibly give them away to a trainer who wanted them. Which I would definitely do that unless I had two Eevee and I wanted them both. I'm the kind of trainer who would just get a team of 6 evolutions, make them all evolve, and then basically what I do is I give them all those evolutions, make them evolve, and then after that I basically evolve them, and then, oh my god, I'm repeating myself. Then I basically go on a journey with them, beating all the gyms, because strangely enough, all the evolutions together would actually make pretty good synergy, because you can run a Fire, Water, Grass core only with 3 of the Pokemon. You can run a Flareon, Vaporeon, and Leafeon core, which I don't know how that would work to deal in OU, because in OU, realistically, Flareon is outclassed, so is Leafeon. They're really outclassed because one of the main Pokemon you see in OU is Heatran, and after NU, you start getting into the tiers where fire types do roam the tier. RU is probably the tier that has the most fire types, probably because RU has like Emboar, which I hate. Just to let you guys know, I think Emboar is the worst firefighting starter. Probably Infernape is better than Emboar. I don't know what it is about fire and fighting. I just don't like that type. I mean, Blaziken was cool. Warp Gen, oh my god, I don't want to look at a Flaming 8 with whirly nipples. I mean, that's great. I mean, seriously, you guys like to look at 8s with whirly nipples that look really stupid? Then go ahead, because I'm not going to do that. Blaziken is a flaming chicken. It's better than a flaming monkey. I mean, seriously, a flaming monkey that its name is Infernape. I mean, really, Infernape. People also like to name it Infernrape. Funny, because I've never been into those kind of jokes. Like, oh my god, you named something penis. Oh my god, it's so funny. I mean, I really don't get that. Because I honestly have never named my Pokemon that. Although I've named my rival A-hole, as you guys know, and like ass and stuff like that. You guys know about that. Because that's probably what it's going to be in all my old Let's Plays. Sadly, in black and white, and they changed that to where you can't name your rival a bad word. You used to be able to name yourself and your rival a bad word. But you can't do that anymore because they censored it out. In 4th generation, you could actually name your rival a bad word. Basically meaning, oh yeah, I want to name him Dick. I'll name him Dick. Well, no, actually, I think you can name him Dick in the new Pokemon games too. But of course that bypasses the and I'm not sure if they're going to cut that out in 6th generation to where you can spell the B word plural and it won't count it as a bad word, which I found kind of stupid. Pokemon, you won't allow the B word, but you'll allow if I basically take it and then basically what I do is I add ES to it, and then automatically it's a new word, and you want to consider it a different word by then. I mean, I'm like, seriously? I mean, really? So the bad things about these trainers that they have a ton of hyper potions, meaning that they're always going to use a hyper potion on their Pokemon, or a full restore, meaning that it's going to take even longer to take them down. Meaning it's going to take them even longer to take them down, which you guys don't really want to deal with, do you? Because you guys want a slow ride. Take it easy. No, you guys don't want a slow ride. Slow rides in the car can get pretty boring, especially on the road. Because if you guys are ever on the road and you want to know what's the best place to go to, I would say the best place to go to is Kentucky, Alabama. Because in Alabama, they have Kentucky, and in Kentucky, they have Alabama. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but generally, I'm Southern myself, even though I don't sound Southern at all. I don't have like an accent or anything. Probably because I'm not Texan. That's half the reason why. If you're Texan, then you're in the South, or if you're from like Alabama, you're definitely gonna have an accent, like a lot of singers and stuff do there. Cause I don't mind Alabamian. I don't really know how to say it, but Alabamian accents. I don't mind those. They're nice. I can imitate one pretty well, as you saw before. But the thing about Southern accents is you have different Southern accents. You have a Texan Southern accent. You have an Alabamian Southern accent. Mississippi. You have so many ones out there that they're pretty much hard to name. Meaning that you are going to basically have to assume that, oh crap, I forgot what I was even talking about. Don't you guys love that during a Let's Play when you're talking and you completely forget what you're talking about? And then you have to like start all over again and then like start a whole new conversation, which realistically I don't like to do. Now I saw this Wi-Fi battle where it was one of my friends battling someone, and I was surprised that he did not turn off Wonder Launcher. For those of you who know, Wonder Launcher is not real competitive battling, it's just Wi-Fi battling. That's pretty much all it is. Competitive Wi-Fi battles are not using Wonder Launcher. Could you imagine if Smogon allowed Wonder Launcher in their battles? The battle would never end, because you'd be, oh, resurrect your Darkrai. Oh, I'm gonna resurrect my Arceus Psychic to take it down. That would just be a disaster. Because I'm pretty sure you'd be able to resurrect Mewtwo after battle. And be like, hey, I'm gonna resurrect Mewtwo after battle. And then it'd be like, what? Okay, I'm gonna resurrect my Darkrai to take on your Mewtwo. I could imagine that. It would be bad. It'd be horrible. And then there'd be no need for tears. It'd just be, you can use whatever you want. So why is there a need for tears? Of course, I was watching Jay Witz's Pokemon Nationals coverage about the juniors and the seniors matches. Now, from what I saw, everyone was being all cheap, saying you should don't use legendaries, all that crap. You know how noobs are. They say, don't use legendaries in a team. OMG, you're a noob. Make a real team. Well, the thing is, there are legendaries in lower tiers, but technically they're not legendary. Because technically, Zapdos is underused, but it's also a legendary too. So, oh, sorry about that. Something apparently got out of my mouth. So I can understand that regard, but you're gonna need to use all the Pokemon you can use. Especially if you're gonna want the competitive Pokemon, you're gonna have to get out of the I won't use Ubers days. I used to be like that. I'm not gonna use Ubers. Ubers are gay, stuff like that. Crap like that. And I used to be that way too. Sorry about that. I was just getting up and I was just reaching for something and I happened to accidentally hit it. Sorry about that. And a couple seconds you guys didn't get with commentary. Sorry about that. I do that sometimes. Like I'll reach up and get stuff, and then like, as you know, like stuff will happen, and then they'll be quiet and stuff like that. So I was going to talk about a debate that has been going on for a while. There's the Xbox 360, Wii, and PS3 debate. As you all know, that has been going on ever since basically Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft have been making games. First of all, it starts with the fact that Microsoft made the Xbox after the GameCube. And that started competition between Xbox and GameCube. Which do you like better? Then came out the Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3. If you ask me, the Wii is my favorite system. It has my favorite games on it. It has my favorite everything on it. The Xbox just doesn't have that many great games on it, if you ask me. Just gotta find the games, but if you ask me, they can be kind of hard to find, and you have to look for fighting games or games that I'm not the biggest first-person shooter fan. Although I did hear Borderlands was pretty good. Considering not Borderlands, Borderlands. It's not Borderlines. So Borderlands, I heard that game was pretty good. For those of you who have played it, the question of the day is, how, if you have played Borderlands, any of them, how was it, and what is your funniest experience in Borderlands, the game? Technically that's 2 questions, but whatever, it works. Because you guys will eventually end up answering the question if I end up hosting it. Because Peekawoo does that. Question of the days. But Peekawoo is huge. He's pretty big. He's got like almost 50,000 subs. He does all tiers, I think. Yeah, he does all tiers, if I'm correct. He doesn't tend to do OU much, because really, OU is just a boring tier in general. Nobody really does OU anymore, because OU's kind of become stale and old. Because as you guys know, OU... Oh, sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. Those of you who know, OU is pretty much a standard tier. Once you get a Pokemon that's standard, it stays standard for the rest of the meta. Because that's how it works. Like, you can make a team, you can make a core just using Jirachi and Heatran of the most overused mons in the entire tier alone. Considering that brings me to the fact is why is I don't know why Alcatraz is in you. That thing has Levitate. It's the only electric type that actually has that ability. Meaning that ground type effects do not affect Pokemon unless you're using gravity or some crap like that, which I don't remember any NU gravity teams being out there, because I don't think there's any reliable uses of gravity in NU. Just like there aren't any reliable spinners in NU. For those of you who don't play NU, there are a couple of spinners that are commonly used in the never used metagame. There is Armaldo, Torkoal, and Wartortle. Out of the best ones, the only one that's not weak to rocks is Wartortle, and sadly Wartortle is not that good. However, even though Torkoal is weak to rocks, it's only fire, so it's not going to be taking that much damage from rocks. Therefore, and plus it can run a Shell Smash set, and it can do so much more than the other Pokemon actually can. Which the other Pokemon is Armaldo and Wartortle. Torkoal has higher defense. I think it has a better typing overall, because realistically the only things you can hit with is ground, rock, and water, which is pretty nice, because really the only ground types are like, pretty much all you have to do is worry about Seismitoad. And I don't think Torkoal is actually PU tier. I think it's actually just NU. But I don't know about PU, NU. I don't know what it means. I think to be in PU, a Pokemon has to have less than 3.41 usage statistic. Which what I think it should be is it should probably be at least 10%. No, at least 2%. Because some of these Pokemon don't need to just be PU because, oh, they're used a little bit less than the other Mons. Like, Murkrow is seriously underrated. Because Murkrow, what Murkrow is Murkrow is a very good Perish Trapper in the never used metagame. It does a lot of work Perish Trapping Pokemon and making sure they die. Which, considering today, I was on Pokemon Showdown, and they were saying, what is Ice super effective against? And I felt like a real idiot, because I said Ice was effective to ground, rock, flying, and all these other types that basically work with it. Ground, rock, flying, and another type, I really don't remember my flying. I felt like a real idiot when I was told Ice is not super effective against rock. Rock is super effective against ice. Oh my god, I felt like a complete idiot there. I'm like, seriously? Are you serious here? I thought I knew all the weaknesses here. And all the resistances here. Which, considering I might do a whole video. Oh, sorry about my voice just sounds weird. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because I'm commentating for a long time, isn't used to doing long commentaries. I'm not used to doing long commentaries. I'm used to doing commentaries that are like 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes long. I'm not a good long commentator, to be honest. I've never done any long commentary in my life. Well, actually I have on my old channel, Gamer Freak. I used to do a lot of oh sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles again. I did a lot of old commentary, a lot of long commentary, and that would all be live commentary. Then I switched, as soon as I found out about screen recorders, I ditched that channel and moved on to better quality videos, which is where you see me now. As you all know, I am very good at commentating Let's Plays, and I have a good subscriber base. I mean, 200, almost 200 is a kind of small channel, but at least it's a nice amount of subscribers. Because there's some guys like Dragonite Crafter, which you should definitely subscribe to. Definitely subscribe to him. He's seriously underrated. Oh, I'm sorry if there's any... Oh, I'm sorry if there's any background noise. That might be somebody walking or something. I don't know. Might be somebody walking or something. Oh, sorry for that awkward moment. I thought I heard like a noise or something. I swear. But I'm not going to stop this video for like, oh, there's a noise. Because this is already too long enough. And I really don't want to re-commentate this again. So we're canceling some of choke. I mean, seriously, as you know, commentating an hour video is kind of tiring. Considering Machoke can choke you. Choke you, brother. I'm gonna now Daisuke is gonna send in on my chop. And now we're gonna send in our sucker to do some damage with the wing attack. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I just talk like this all the time. I've seen guys at LP and talk like this. It's really nice. Okay, I'm done now. So he's gonna say there's Machop, and about Machop is Machop, I've never used it. I'm pretty sure it does nice in basically the Little Cup metagame, since fighting types are a threat in the Little Cup metagame. I've never played much Little Cup, but I might be able to say some stuff. Like, Little Cup is basically Pokemon that are level 5, cute Pokemon too. Generally, cuter Pokemon are in the Little Cup tier. Because if you're asking me what my favorite cute Pokemon is, probably Dragonite, because I don't know, Dragonite is just adorable to me and everyone else. For those of you who like Salamence as well, for those of you who only like Salamence, I'm with you guys too. I also like Salamence as well. Salamence is very good at an offensive set, especially with that Moxie boost. Considering that's the reason why, oh my god, I can't talk today. Salamence was banned to Ubers in 4th generation was because of the fact that it had Moxie. And that fact that it had Moxie also led to it rising to the Ubers tier in 4th generation. Then in 5th generation they realized, oh, this Pokemon isn't as OP as we thought it was, because Black White 2 gifted things like Moxie Heracross, which is a beast. Oh my god, I love Heracross. This Heracross is basically crossing your hair. How to make a Heracross. What you do is you cross your hair, you scream Hera, 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 and you have a Heracross. There you go. So this is Clefairy. This thing's super cute. Super cute. Hug it. Come on, look at that thing. Wouldn't you want to hug that thing? Wouldn't you want to hug that thing? Come on, hug it now. Go get yourself some Clefairy today. I can imagine one of those dumb advertisements being like, hello guys, and welcome to Clefairy's Magical Palace of Magicalness. What you want is you guys can get a Clefairy today for an easy payment of $19.95. Along with that, we will also charge free shipping. Yes, that's free shipping to get yourself a Clefairy that knows a ton of tricks. And also if you throw in our extra bonus, we will also give you a Clefairy that can use Metronome. Which Metronome? And now that you know, I'm done with this stupid fake advertisement, which doesn't exist. So for those of you who actually know about Metronome, Pimmonite is hosting a Metronome tourney. I was like, what? I don't want to do a Metronome tourney. You guys know how long it takes for Metronome to actually work, why would I want to do a whole tournament based on Metronome, which I'm pretty sure he's going to bring a Dragonite into the Metronome tournament. And oh my god, this thing has Aurora Beam, which surprisingly Sucker takes really well. That from a Golbat is pretty well, because Golbat, I don't know why that thing is PU, considering it's your PU, just be your PU. Golbat should not be PU. It has a 4 times fighting resist, which is very rare to have. Most Pokemon don't have a 4 times fighting resist. I think a Moongus has a fighting resist, but I don't exactly remember, because I see that Moongus being used a lot in the RU and the UU tier, because honestly Moongus is very good at what it does. It walls pretty well, especially. I'm pretty sure it's going to rise to the UU tier, because people are going to realize, oh, this is a viable mon. It doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be RU anymore. And eventually it might get suspect tested, which it's not a top threat in the RU metagame right now, which I think Slowking is. I know the reason why Slowking is RU is because it's basically the same thing as Slowbro, except its stats are swapped around. Its physical defense stat is swapped with its special defense stat, meaning that basically it's unable to wall physical hits as much, therefore putting it in the RU tier where a lot of Pokemon are special based. Unless of course you're doing Entei, which is a offensive based mon that's amazing. I mean, Entei with the Flare Blitz, I've never played much RU. I played one RU match. I did an NU team versus an RU team. Lost 0-3. Pretty nice, because honestly, I've never played against RU threats. Considering, for those of you who are actually involved in NU, we got a new drop lately, which is Mandibuzz. So, Mandy is now in the NU tier. And another question of the day, questions of the day is, do you plan on using Mandy in the NU tier? And what do you think of Mandy? Do you think Mandy is going to be good in the NU tier? Or do you think it's going to be like Munchlax and drop all the way down to number 66 in the NU metagame? Which honestly, Munchlax, I don't know why that thing is NU. Well, actually, it's NU because, it dropped in usage. Ever since it dropped in usage, it hasn't been used as much. I'm pretty sure when it was in the RU metagame, it was being used a lot and other stuff like that. We ended up losing a Kinchino, Empoor, Amoonguss to RU, Slowking to RU. As soon as 5th gen hit, pretty much Slowking rose to RU because there were a lot of things introduced. Therefore, Slowking became more useful in the RU tier. And from now on, Slowking will always be an S-ranked threat in the RU tier. Considering in the RU tier, you have good Pokemon like Dusknoir. I don't care what you guys say about Dusknoir. It is not a bad Pokemon. I mean, seriously, people see things like Electivire as like Pokemon that are bad and or stuff like that. Which I actually would like an Electivire drop, because they would actually get to use a physically oriented electrical type in the NU metagame. Which I'm not sure how that would do, because I think it actually might go well, because I've used Electivire with success with a Choice Band. I've also used it with a mixed set. It ran everyone fairly well. Taking out Pokemon like Dragonite, Latios. Actually, Latios is guaranteed to actually live that hit, because Latios is very good at being specially defensive, because it's specially defensive. I don't know why I'm saying. Why do I keep breaking out in the song all of a sudden? I mean, seriously, this episode's gonna be full of lols and people selling stuff on eBay and me talking about random crap after about 40 minutes. And this Dugong has Body Slam. Gonna do the gong. You gotta do the gong. You gotta do the gong. Do the gong. You gotta dance the gong. You gotta do the no. You're not gonna do the gong. That would be gross. Because honestly, for those of you who don't know, this video might be being watched by people that are under the age of 13. Which I'm not sure if many subscribers are actually under 13. Because I'd actually like it if they were around the same age as me, because I'm not targeted toward a younger audience. I'm targeted toward the older audience, like the audience that enjoys, that's like around my age, likes to play Pokemon still, might be older, still fans of Pokemon. Considering that a lot of you actually enjoy Pokemon here, and that's good. So I'm just going to move on to a different topic now, because honestly I'm running out of stuff to say, and I need something to talk about for 30 minutes, and that's a while. So one of the things that I heard about a while ago was I heard Nintendo had stopped it, and basically what they are planning to do is take all the revenue on new Nintendo games, which this would be a problem to Nintendo gamers, because people like, if I were to monetize my channel and supposedly all I did was like Nintendo content, like Chugga Conroy, who does pretty much all Nintendo content, this would have hurt Chugga Conroy badly, or Nintendo Capri Sun, because what they make, Nintendo Capri Sun makes most of his living on probably making videos. Also, people like SSO8PKC, for those of you who don't know, he does PS3, Xbox 360 Let's Plays. I watched some of his PS3, Xbox 360 stuff, maybe a little bit of his Vice City stuff, but I'm more into his Mario stuff, because he's a pretty good Mario commentator. Although he actually likes to rant about stuff and complain, which honestly ain't that bad, but it's not, it gets annoying sometimes. But at least he tries to keep it to a minimum, to where you're not going to get like offended from like him saying something stupid, which is what some YouTubers do. Some YouTubers go out there, say something stupid, and then bad things happen. So what ended up happening is Nintendo ended up lifting it somehow, or ended up not bringing it up anymore. So what ended up happening is Chugga Conroy was saved, because I'm pretty sure Chugga makes most of his living off Nintendo videos, which means people like Chugga would actually have to go get a real job. I'm not sure about Clement. I think Clement does Sega and Nintendo, if I'm correct. I think he's mainly a Sega guy, but I think he also does Nintendo as well, which is really nice, because I haven't watched Clement J642 in so freaking long. Last time I saw Clement J642 was probably back when I had Gamer Freak. That's about the last time I ever watched Clement J642. He's a good LPer, but realistically I haven't really watched much Clement. I've watched Chugga quite a bit. I mainly watch Nintendo Capri Sun, because Nintendo Capri Sun makes really funny videos. So what would have happened if Nintendo would have actually done that? People like Chugga Conroy would have to go get real jobs, and basically they wouldn't be able to upload as much because they have a real job, or they'd have to rely to doing other companies' Let's Plays to actually make money. And the thing I like is that companies like indie games, they actually see that you guys want to play their games, so they're going to pay you just to play their games. I mean, Nintendo should be like that. They should like wanna pay you to play their game and show it on YouTube, because what you're doing is essentially you're showing it to the audience, and then what the audience does is if they like the game, they're more likely to go buy it. If they don't like the game, they'll say, maybe I'll wait for the next one to come out, and then still you're making money, because what if they watch another video and they like that game? Nintendo's still going to be making money either way. I think what they actually realized was that the fact that making money was actually nice, and they actually needed the videos to make money. Back when companies were saying Let's Plays were a bad thing. Back when SOPA was still around, and COPPA. No, COPPA is age restriction limit. It's been around for a long time. But when SOPA was still around, what they said is that they were going to ban Let's Plays and everything off the internet, except for from places like Nintendo, which was bad. But luckily, what ended up happening is Nintendo ended up revamping it, and then we ended up getting not Nintendo, European legislator, or Parliament ended up blocking it off, ended up vetoing it and saying, oh, this is not fair. Because there's a lot of people like me who would be upset if they couldn't do Let's Plays, because honestly, it's not YouTube without Let's Plays. Considering I started playing a game, even though I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2004, which is a pretty fun game. It's not bad. I actually like it. I do play it quite a bit. I was only playing it quite a bit because you have to beat everyone like 10 times in order to actually get anything. Which is alright, because honestly it's 10 guys. Beat them all 5 times. You get a couple of booster packs and stuff like that. Now, for what I've noticed is that Tia Gardner, if you remember her, she's from the anime. She's a dick. Because I remember one time, she brought me up. Oh, before I do that, Tia, I got some Tias. Tia. She had 19,000 life points, and I had 5,400, which was really bad. Because I looked up and I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious? I have 5,000 life points versus a 20,000 life point opponent. Especially because she had Nominous Healer. She kept getting a bunch of Nimble Momongas, which were kind of bad. Which were good because they kept restoring her life points by 1,000 points every single time they were destroyed. And that became a problem. If you guys haven't played the game, it's a good game for old Yu-Gi-Oh fans. I'm an old Yu-Gi-Oh fan myself, as I like the old Yu-Gi-Oh games and the old Yu-Gi-Oh movies basically, and the old Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I take that back. I hated the movie. Are you kidding me? The Yu-Gi-Oh movie was so bad. Oh my god, it stunk. PU. That's totally not a reference to PU tier. For those of you who don't know, calling you back and call me Chansey. Call me Chansey. I just met you, so call me Chansey. I don't really know. I'm kind of bad. Oh my god, that was so bad. If you guys really like this is probably please leave a like, a comment, and a favorite, please, because this is my longest commentary yet, and I'm trying my best to keep this up for you guys, so you guys can enjoy entertaining commentary. Even though I might break out into songs several times during the episode, don't be surprised if it actually does happen, because honestly, breaking out into song can be a bit funny in some aspects, because I've heard Rayocow, as you guys know, Rayocow, he'll be like this: trains in the rock and trains in the field. Trains go, all you children are eggs, and you're eggheads, and you gotta sell your eggs on eBay, because you know, kids, if you sell your eggs on eBay, you'll make money. I like Rayocow a lot, but oh yeah, that is nice. I mean, what would happen if some guy started selling food over eBay? Would he get cut off, or would people actually start buying food from him? I mean, seriously, some idiot. Here's the story. Some idiot actually might go up, see the ad, saying, "Oh, he's advertising food. I better buy it off the internet." And then when you get it, it's probably rotten, depending on where it's from. If it's from like a place that's far away from where I live, which is Orlando, and also there's also the fact that Purple Rodri lives in the same city as I do, which was a shock because I had no idea Purple Rodri actually did. Because Purple Rodri is a good Let's Player, does Zelda. He's doing Zelda Oracle of Ages right now, which I started recently playing along with Link's Awakening. I already got to Dungeon 2, I think. Yeah, considering Oracle of Ages isn't that hard of a game, the first boss was ridiculous. The mini-boss even worse. Because, I mean, seriously, all I did was beat them with the Spin Slash. It really wasn't that hard. Considering that later, I'm probably going to get I can't wait till I get the Seed Shooter. Not the Speed Shooter. We're not speeding anything up. I mean, if I were to shoot the Speed Shooter, because the Seed Shooter, you need it to progress through the game. which is pretty nice because you'll be able to shoot things with the seed shooter instead of basically doing what you normally did, which would be walking up, lighting it yourself, and doing all that crap. Now, he recently beat Purple Rodri, not Rayocow. Oh, sorry, I may have hit something. But Purple Rodri recently beat Mermaid Cave in his Oracle of Ages Let's Play, which was really nice because in his Oracle of Ages Let's Play, he's pretty far in the game. He's also on Dungeon 7. Dungeon 6, wondering about what I remember Dungeon 6, some dungeons in that game have a past and a present to the dungeon. Like, you have to go to the past in order to make a dungeon, in order to do the dungeon, not make a dungeon. If you guys want to make a dungeon, you can always do Zelda Classic. Okay, let's make a dungeon. Link, spikes, check. Rocks, check. Enemies that kill you, check. Keys that can be annoying to find, check. Hearts, check. Please get off me, check. What did you say, guys? Guys, you better stay off me, cause that would look wrong if you guys were on top of me. And plus, if I was laying down on my back, that would look completely wrong. I'm not trying to paint any images in any of your heads, but that just came into my mind for whatever reason. No, I am not a pervert, by the way. If I was, then I'd probably be giggling this whole video about how other things are so great and about how dicks are so great, which is what most of the people in my school rants about. Which is not very good, because honestly, school is annoying. I'm glad I'm not in that anymore, because when I was in school, I was having annoying problems. I was like constantly being annoyed by everyone. Even though I was being extremely lazy, because I don't try at school. I'm an extremely lazy guy. Don't even know why I'm taking AP courses, despite the fact how lazy I am. I mean, being a lazy guy, honestly, you guys gotta understand that when you're lazy, you're not going to do very much around your house and stuff like that. Mainly because, honestly, those of you who are the lazy type would know. Because, honestly, I have to write. I was lazy. And then what I discover when I actually want to write is that I've lost the inspiration to write. Which is not very good, because I have a request to get done pretty fast, because honestly, requests aren't that bad, but because you have a request, you have to honor the commitment, get it done, and finish the request. I'm not going to take any story requests on YouTube. If I were to take story requests on YouTube, that would be a disaster, because then I'd have to manage TA, plus I'd have to manage YouTube, and I have to manage those two, and then it would go all out of whack. Speaking of all out of whack, I'm going to whack you guys upside the head. If you don't give me 200 subscribers, you're going to get whacked upside the head. And we're gonna whack this tentacle like it's nothing as it goes for the barrier. Which barrier is not honestly a bad move. It's basically does the same thing as Iron Defense, which is exactly why you don't want to. It doesn't really matter which one you run, because they both do the same thing. It's not going to matter which one you're running, because they both do the same thing. Barrier versus basically stuff like Cotton Guard, which Ampharos can actually learn Cotton Guard, boosting its physical defense. Which honestly, Ampharos, its only weakness is ground. Thank God it's only in you, because honestly that thing should be in you. Because I don't want it to be PU. Pokemon that are PU are generally the underrated mons. Like Firered is an S rank threat in the NU metagame. It can do so much. Oh my god, my voice. So what happens to my voice after I start doing an hour of commentating? It starts getting annoying and it starts getting coarse and all that crap. And then I can't wait for the video to get done. So the biggest threat in the NU metagame is going to be Pachirisu. Pachirisu does a ton of damage. Pachirisu is hardly countered by anything except for ground types. And that's about the only thing it's going to do. Which you could always run an air balloon on a Haunter to get a quad resist immunity to ground type moves in case your opponent uses gravity. But honestly, it's very gimmicky, and gravity teams aren't seen that much. TR teams can be seen in NU, but I've only ran into one TR team so far. I've used a TR team as well, considering my TR team didn't run to too much effect, but it did work pretty well. No, actually, it didn't work pretty well. It worked pretty poorly, considering I was using a sock. And actually, I was using a throw, a physically offensive throw, which worked fairly well with a life orb. Considering, well, life orb was good, but I personally dislike life orb because I don't like the 10% recoil that you get from just doing that. And I don't forget I'm out of Blizzard, and as you can see, there's Kingdra, and Pyrodes has been talking a lot about Kingdra lately in his videos. Although I don't watch his COD crap, because as you guys know, I loathe Call of Duty. I hate that game. But I do watch Pyrodes for his NU stuff. He does really nice NU content. If you're into Pokemon, I would subscribe to Pyrodes and watch his NU content. He's actually on Machinima as a top COD commentator, but I don't really care because I dislike the series. So I'm not like, oh, that's good. He can do whatever he wants. It's fine. He's still a cool guy. So I don't really care what they do, just as long as they're a cool guy. Like SSOHPKC is a cool guy, even though he does actually do most of the non-Nintendo stuff. Although he does Nintendo stuff every once in a while. He did Pokemon Brown once. Played Pokemon Brown. That was like a year or two ago. That was a long time ago. Back when I still had Gamer Freak. When I had Gamer Freak, it was... Oh, sorry about that. My pillow must have fell on the ground. But, oh, honestly, oh, crap. I'm sorry if that was a little bit too quiet right there. But when he did Pokemon Brown, that was back when I had Gamer Freak. Now, honestly, if you're thinking about Gamer Freak was not a good channel. It was an okay channel. I'm surprised I got as many subscribers as I did. Considering the fact that when you get a certain amount of subscribers, you kind of stop and you get to a dead point, and then you stop getting a lot of subscribers. Unless you're Shofu, where you don't stop getting subscribers until you can't get any more. Which I subscribed to Shofu. He's 119th or 118,000 sub. Then I checked back, and he had 118,000. Sorry, the hour's kind of screwing me up. 118,000 subs. He had 118,500 subs, which I was like, I saw Shofu. I was watching Shofu, and I saw he had 799 like subscribers. So I decided to be nice and be like, I'll subscribe, give you that last subscriber that you need, and then you can basically do a subscriber special, which I don't know what I'll do when if I do get 1,000 subscribers. I don't exactly know what I would do. Probably hold a huge special, because 1,000 subs is far away from me. I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. This account 1, and I'm near the fact where sometimes you feel like giving up, but then you realize, this is all for a purpose, and eventually what will end up happening is I will end up getting noticed, as a YouTuber called Tornado Trickster asked me why I wasn't noticed. I told him, or her, I don't know what gender you are, so I'm kind of just saying he/she, so I don't exactly call somebody a girl. That does happen a lot sometimes. I have heard a name, like say, oh, that's a girl's name. Oh, so that person must be a girl. So I end up calling them that. As you guys know, that happens to a lot of people. You hear a name and you think, oh, Leslie's a girl's name. Oh, then you say, oh, it's a man that has Leslie? Oh, he must be wrong. Considering now is the time for a Drake and Josh episode reenactment. You had to make fun of the man's name. Well, Leslie's not a girl's name. Leslie's not a guy's name. It's a girl's name. And then he says, rot. You can rot on the road. And he's like, I never said that. Leslie's not a girl's name. It's a man's name. And then they're like, you had to make fun of the man's name. That was the if you don't remember that, that was the episode where basically they ended up having to go to that party, and what ended up happening is basically Drake was an idiot and decided to leave, not put much gas in the car or something like that, since he was running his old friend Trevor's car. As you know, Drake and his friend Trevor are kind of dumb in this series, if you remember. Because Drake and Trevor, as you know, if you remember the Boogie Beetle episode or whatever that was, Drake ended up getting hurt really badly, and he ended up getting grounded as well, which was not very good because, honestly, they always got grounded at the end of almost every episode. Kind of funny though, because seriously, you're like getting grounded, and that's not too good. But honestly, it's always funny to see them get grounded because of Megan. If you don't remember, Megan was their little demented brother who is on a demented sister. I don't know what I'm saying. Apparently, I can't talk today because I'm so stupid. Their sister who would frame them for doing stuff that they didn't do. And OMG, I'm gonna run into a Primeape. I would have rather had this. Primeape is a very good fighting type, but Arbok is just as good. Primeape is S-rank threat. Sock used to be S-rank, but Primeape does outspeed Sock. So basically you are going to do damage faster. But if you run a Choice Banded Infernape, you will be going slower because Choice Banded Infernape does a lot of damage. It does more damage with the U-turn, but it's slower than Sock. So with Sock, it's better to run a Banded set than a Scarf set. Scarf sets go better with Infernape. Banded sets go better with Sock, because Sock does better Banded. Oh, and I'm really sorry about not cutting this out. I don't know how to cut stuff out in emulators, so if you can kindly tell me, that would be great, because I've never cut out anything in a video in my life. All this has been basically me cutting nothing out. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go buy potions. We're going to have to run all the way down to Cinnabar. I don't know why I ran to Cinnabar. Would have been a lot simpler if I had Fly, because then with Fly, all we have to do is click a button, and we fly to wherever we need to go, and fly back. As you know, you fly to a place that's far, far away, kids. For those of you who like fairy tales, I'm about to tear a fairy tale right now. There once was an ugly barnacle, and he was so ugly, everyone died. The end. That didn't help at all. OMG. Like for the SpongeBob reference, please. Like the SpongeBob reference. As you all know, SpongeBob is the greatest series ever. No, Pokemon is, in my opinion. But what you guys want to do is you guys want to like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Just for SpongeBob references, which I'm not going to do because I'm not that funny of a commentator. So, if you guys really want to hear funny commentary, you're in the wrong place. Also, if you want to hear commentary that's just about the game, you're in the wrong place. Because I've never commentated just about only the game. When I first started YouTube, I did, mainly because I didn't know how to commentate at the time, meaning that my commentary wouldn't be that good, because honestly I would actually try to commentate, and also I was recording with not with a screen recorder, but with a camera onto a computer. I suggested to one of my friends, Evie Lunas, that he actually try something different, but so far he hasn't tried anything different. He's still using his camera, which I'm fine with, just as long as the commentary is nice. And you can use the camera all you want, like look at Raydash 2025. He uses his camera, and surprisingly, he does pretty well. And I'm like, nice videos, man. If you're watching this, then I really enjoy your videos, especially Galaxy 2. You've been doing Galaxy 2 quite a lot, and that's been a pretty nice Let's Play so far. You may have not gotten far yet, but you are also doing a versus against Darren the Ultimate, which I'm not going to say anything about users, because I say things about users. The last time I said something about a user, bad things happened, and I don't want bad things to happen again, because honestly, who wants to get into a fight on YouTube because you called someone like, oh, bad in your video, and then they ended up getting mad about it. So now I'm going to talk about, hint, spoilers, about what my next Let's Play is going to actually be. My next Let's Play is either going to be Puyo, or it's going to be Link's Awakening. Why did I pick these two? Because number one, Puyo is very fun, and also Link's Awakening is one of my favorite Zelda games of all time for the Game Boy. That was paired with Oracle of Seasons, not Oracle of Ages. I like Oracle of Seasons better than Oracle of Ages, because Oracle of Ages is fun, but Oracle of Seasons, I don't remember actually what you. I think you changed the seasons in that game. I don't quite remember because I haven't played Oracle of Seasons / Oracle of Ages in a really long time. Because honestly, those two games work very well paired together. I think you can actually link the games together, and what you get is a completely new experience, which is really nice. Because I'm gonna try linking the games on my emulator. And if I can link the games, then honestly you guys might get a linked Let's Play. Meaning that basically the Pokemon will be different. Or I can do a versus. Against my friend We Hate Win. Where basically what we do is we race through Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons. Or we race through a Zelda game we have both played. To see who can get to the end the fastest. Which would be really fun because honestly, what we could do is we could do a race and end up racing against each other. Oh, that could also be my 200 subscriber special. I could have a race against one of my subscribers or something. Basically, might be via Skype with commentary, the both of us commentating, racing through a game, and having fun with it while basically seeing who can complete the game the fastest. Might be a Pokemon game. Because I honestly don't really know what Pokemon game I would do though. Probably be something easy like Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal. All we have to do is worry about who could get through the game faster. Wouldn't have to worry about like what Pokemon we caught. Or even better, a versus Nuzlocke. Really nice because what we'd have to do is we'd have to worry about our Pokemon dying at the same time as our Pokemon living. And plus, we wouldn't be able to catch very many Pokemon. We wouldn't be able to catch very many Pokemon. One Pokemon a route. And as you know, in this total LP, up to now, I have lost 6 Pokemon this entire game. Surprisingly enough, lost 6 Mons. Did pretty well with it. Lost 6 straight Mons. I was like so surprised that I lost 6 Pokemon in battle. Which is nice because I'm pretty sure some guys have lost way more. Like, I'm not sure about Maryland, but I'm pretty sure he's going to lose a lot more in his Let's Play. But so far, he's lost a couple, and what that means is that basically he's having more trouble, but not too much trouble. But because Maryland is a good guy in general, a good Let's Player, a good commentator, a good Pokemon guy as well. And he has his own website, which does pretty well for a Pokemon website. Because Maryland's very well known. I think he has 200,000 subscribers. Which once you get to 200,000, that means you're pretty darn big. I think it's even bigger than GMCPM11, which is already a big Pokemon person in general. He does the Pokemon games before they come out mainly, and then he Let's Plays them in English again. Some people do that. I might do that. I'm not sure if I'll actually do that because Pokemon X and Y is coming out at the same time pretty much, meaning that nobody's gonna get the game before us, nobody's gonna get the game after us. We all get to enjoy the game on the same day, which is what I really like about Pokemon X and Y. Now, before I do something else, I'm gonna say that this. Hope you enjoyed this commentary. I tried my best to commentate a long episode, so if it does come out kind of bad, it's because I was trying to commentate a really long episode. I've never commentated a long episode in my life, so I mean, not in my life, but I'm just not used to doing long episodes anymore. I'm used to doing 15-minute, maybe 30-minute, but definitely not hour. Because hour is not my thing. So, if you guys could like this, mainly because I had to do a long commentary. I hope it gets a lot of views. I don't think it will because of the fact that it's an hour long. I don't think it's gonna get a ton of views because people are not gonna watch or if it's viewed, people are not gonna watch the whole thing because most people don't like to sit and watch an hour long video. But I don't want to cut this into several parts because, as you know, cutting this into several parts would be slightly annoying, and then what we'd have to do is have like 4 parts which are all on the same thing, which I don't like to do because some people can do that but not me. 4 things on the same thing, no, I could not do that. Maybe I could do it if I tried, but then again that'd mean more frequent uploads because I would have to finish Victory Road and people would be asking me why. So after this, we're pretty much at the final stretch to the Let's Play. We're almost done with the Let's Play and we'll be moving on to the after game soon. I will probably delay. I'm going to cancel Final Fantasy since I've kind of lost interest in that Let's Play. So I'm sorry, I'm probably going to cancel that and do Oracle of Ages instead, or Puyo Puyo. Probably going to be Oracle of Ages / Oracle of Seasons, because that game's really fun. Or Link's Awakening. Either the original or the DX version. More than likely the DX version, because as you know, you guys probably want to see that in color, see that enhanced quality, because it's in color. See me steal from the shopkeeper like, you know, everyone does in Link's Awakening. And also, you guys might want to know, I'm going to note this before the Let's Play. I'm not doing a 100% run. I never do those in Zelda games. Unless you guys want me to, I will try my best. If you guys tell me what to do, I will try my best to do 100%. But to be honest, I've been playing Zelda for how long? 10 years. And I've never 100% in a Zelda game in my life. Kind of surprising, huh? Considering that some games are harder to 100% than others, considering Zelda has so many side quests and so many everything. I don't really like to do games with a ton of side quests. I like to do the main story. Even though there are side quests, I like the main story better. Because the main story, you don't have to worry about making sure this guy has his hat or something. Just giving an example, I lost my hat, I lost my hat, I lost my hat. Can you help me find it, Link? Like, oh my god, I remember that one lady in Oracle of Ages / Oracle of Seasons, which was obsessed with her dog. The difference between Oracle of Ages and Seasons is Oracle of Seasons is pretty much one season all the time. Oracle of Ages is basically a day all the time, which is not very good, but honestly, she wants to become the ultimate queen so she can work her people to death, which was proven by the game. I was left playing the game, practicing for another game, but honestly, I actually wanted to try it. So I was going to replay through the game first, or just completely play the game, and then not worry about like what's going on with like other Let's Plays and stuff. I don't know why I'm talking about Let's Plays. Oh my god, this commentary is getting really random now. Because as you know, by the end of the time, I've been talking really fast this entire thing. Sorry about that if I have. But as you know, commentary kind of gets bad if you're not used to doing long commentary. So